Hey y'all, Jeff Nowak here, NOLA.com's digital sports producer. Just wanted to get y'all a quick film study before we dive headfirst into the divisional round against the Bucks. And I just wanted to go over probably my favorite play from this Saints win over the Bears in the wild card round. And that is, as you can see on the video to my left, right? I always get turned around on these. That would be the 6-yard kind of dump off touchdown to Latavius Murray in the second half. That really kind of put the Saints in control. They were kind of rolling around in the muck with the Bears, who did a really good job of making it an ugly game, which is what they had to do to have a chance. And this is really where the Saints kind of seized control of that game, scoring this touchdown on a play that is pretty much just quintessential Drew Brees figuring it out. And it's kind of weird because normally you look at Drew Brees, you see a guy who just seems to always know what he's doing, what the defense is doing. And here he got a little taken for a ride. He got a little confused. He said after the game, the Bears played it completely differently than the Saints expected them to. And we'll kind of dive into that. I'm only going to look at this one play really exhaustively, so get ready. First, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Hancock Whitney Bank, for helping us bring you these live chats, these film studies. I enjoy doing them. Again, my name is Jeff Nowak, NOLA.com's digital sports producer. You can follow me on Twitter at Jeff_Nowak. Make sure you hit me up for any comments, questions, concerns, whatever. DMs are always open. I enjoy hearing from you guys. But without further ado, let's get into it. Again, this is that 6-yard dump off pass to Latavius Murray. Let's just run it through once so you guys get an idea of what I'm talking about. Here's the clip from the sideline. Just dumps it off to Latavius Murray, powers it in, toots the horn. I think he's pulling a truck horn there. I can't say for sure, but that's what I think it is. But as you can see, this play did not go remotely as intended. We asked Drew Brees about this after the game, and he was asked, where was Latavius Murray in the progression? Like, what was he, 4th, 5th? And his answer was that he can't give us a number because he is not in that progression. He is not intended to be a pass option on that play. He is there to block. He's there to cut Khalil Mack and keep Drew Brees alive long enough to hit one of these two rub concepts on to each flat. But as you can see, he pops back up, receives that ball, and gets into the end zone. And it really is a really good example of just guys figuring it out, guys getting it done. That's not his job on that play. He's just alert. He gets up, gives Brees a target, and he kind of hits him with that little hook over the top, which I don't think they teach this delivery at the Manning Passing Academy. But hey, it's let's call it effective. Right over Khalil Mack, who has to think he has this play dead to rights because he does. And they still figure out a way. But let's just kind of break down what you're looking at here. So Deontay Harris comes in this kind of jet motion that turns into a ghost kind of reverse to the opposite flat. And the reason you run that is because you're trying to get the defense to get sucked over here for that first rub concept to work, which the rub part of it is Emmanuel Sanders comes upfield, kind of breaks in, and the goal of that route is to kind of get in the way of the defender who's going to be chasing Deontay Harris to the flat. Obviously, it doesn't work because the defense plays this well. They're in zone coverage, and it goes away really quickly. But we'll get to that in a second because the other rub concept that I want to get you ready for is the opposite side of the field. You have Jared Cook taking this kind of crossing route to the flat, or supposed to be taking that crossing route to the flat. He never actually gets there. And you have Michael Thomas coming across to pick that defender who's supposed to be chasing him to the flat. Now, neither of these things happen because the Bears are in very soft zone coverage, and this pressure that they show here that you think they're going to bring drops out. So you end up with just nothing. This play is dead in the water right away. And I'll let you kind of see what I'm talking about here. There you go. You have Deontay Harris. The pressure looks like it's coming. Nope. Everything drops. This defender kind of chases Michael Thomas upfield. The linebacker is able to space out quickly enough to avoid this pick, and Deontay Harris is covered to the flat. There's nothing there, and you can see that's where Brees is trying to go. That's his first read. He comes out, wants to throw that ball, but it's covered. There's nothing there. So what does he do? He comes back to the opposite side of the field where he expects this rub concept over here to have a chance, but it doesn't. Again, you have Jared Cook kind of trying to work to this space underneath the pressure that never came, and you have Michael Thomas coming through. He actually could have hit Michael Thomas early here, but obviously that's not the intended target, so it's not his first read, and by the time he works back, it's covered. The linebacker space is over, and there's just nothing to go to here. You'll see right here. I mean, he could have hit that, but again, you have this kind of garbage in the middle of the field There, it's going to be a tough throw to make, and it's also a dangerous throw. As good as Michael Thomas is, it's dangerous to try to fire the ball into the end zone with 1, 2, 3 guys lurking in coverage. Like, if I showed you this picture and told you this play ended in a touchdown, you would say, okay, he must throw it to Michael Thomas, right? He's not going to throw to this guy laying on his back like a turtle. But that's exactly what he does. So as I mentioned before, and we'll get into it in the reverse angle here, Latavius Murray's job is to cut Khalil Mack. This is supposed to be a quick developing play. This is not a play where you expect Drew Brees to have to extend and hold the ball. And that's exactly why the fact that Latavius Murray got up to catch this pass is pretty remarkable. He's trying to cut Khalil Mack here. And the point is, you cut him to get his hands to the ground. Because obviously, as I mentioned before, Brees is trying to throw to the flat here. So Latavius Murray's job is to take out his legs and get his hands to the ground so that he can't lift and deflect the ball. Now, this isn't the best cut block you've ever seen in terms of getting that done, but it is effective enough to slow Khalil Mack down so that Brees has time to work back to the reads on the opposite side, which, as I mentioned, are based around this rub concept that doesn't work with Jerry Cook and Michael Thomas. But so obviously that doesn't work, and Brees just has to extend the play. Khalil Mack clears the cut block, and this is where you have to give Latavius Murray a gold star, because the speed with which he pops up and gives Brees a target to deliver a ball any way possible is what makes this a touchdown. Boom. Now that, again, I can't stress enough, this is not his job. He's done his job. His job on the play is over, and if he just laid on the ground and kind of took a breath, you couldn't even fault him, because that's really his role in the play is over. He made his block, and this is all extra. He gets up, puts his hands up, makes sure Brees can see him, spaces out so that Brees can actually deliver a ball to him, and then powers it into the end zone in a way that Latavius Murray does about as well as anybody else. Again, this is just a great play that shows an example of the Saints just playing good football. Guys understand what's happening. They understand how they can impact the play even when it doesn't work. And this is a winning play. This is a play that winning teams make, and it's a play the Saints make because the Saints are a winning football team. They play winning football, and you've seen that from the Saints about as much as any team in the NFL. They managed to break the schneid. They had lost 2 consecutive playoff games, and they just looked in control from start to finish in this game. They just overpowered the Bears. The Bears didn't have much of an answer at all, and this is just another example of even when things don't work, they work. But that's it. As I said before, we're only doing that one play, but hey, it's a good one. Again, my name is Jeff Nowak, NOLA.com's digital sports producer. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Hancock Whitney Bank, for helping us bring you these live chats, film studies, and make sure to check out NOLA.com, NOLA.com/sports/Saints for all the latest Saints stories, Saints coverage. Make sure you subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, New Orleans Saints and NOLA.com. Follow us on Twitter @SaintsNow, over on the Instagram @NOLA.Saints. Hit me up on Twitter @Jeff_Nowak. And leave a comment, leave a review, whatever you got to do. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.